Thank you for tuning in and taking a look at my pre-launch campaign for the comics coloring book. There's going to be various artists on it. I'm the main artist, but some of the other artists are John Gillard, George Peter Gatsis, Eric Scott Hawkins, Fly Fox Pro, and as well a few others. So sign up. Let me know that you're interested. Who knows what goodies you might get for signing up. I'm always known for giving out extra little goodies. So, bye for now. God bless. Have a great day.
My code name, it was Cluster. And I was a superhero for the US government for over 40 years before I retired about a decade back. I did a lot of great things for this nation. I also did a lot of not so great things. I don't think I was playing by the same rules as most of you out there. Still, I was afforded the blessing of a wonderful retirement with the most beautiful woman I had ever known. Everything was perfect until the doctors diagnosed her with stage 4 cancer. Despite their promises, death was on a deadline, and my baby was gone. From there, my life fell to pieces. As I rejected my children and embraced the dark underside of my soul, I spiraled into a dark and demonic depression. I had to exhaust my power before I could be vulnerable. But in order to summon the power, I had to trick my mind into releasing it by doing something that stimulates my adrenaline flowing in the proper way. I have to do something heroic. The power seems to know my intentions. I can accept no low-hanging fruit. If this is my very last adventure, I must find someone so evil that I drain every drop of this power so I can finally join my beloved in eternal rest. Now you have an idea about who and what I am. Will you help me get to the finish line?
Now pay close attention. On the 10th day of this month, tell the Israelites to bring a lamb into their home. Each home must have a lamb in it. They must do this on the 10th day of the first month. Now, I have to help you understand this. This is not a normal thing. You don't bring lambs into your house and hang out with them. That's not normal. They're out in the pasture. They're out. You don't bring them in. What's God saying? He says, I want you to bring this lamb in because I want you to become attached to this lamb. I want you to be familiarized with this lamb. Because something is about to happen to this lamb 4 days later, and you can't just go and grab a lamb. You have to see this lamb, look at this lamb, eat with this lamb, sleep with this lamb. You need to be next to this lamb so that when I do my next thing, you'll understand the significance of you being connected with this lamb. Now, how many of you know that God is outside of time? He's omnipresent. Down the windows of time, exactly on the 10th day of the first month, there was a lamb entering into Jerusalem. And the people of Israel put their coats down and said, Hosanna, Hosanna. Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord.
Hello, everybody. We're getting ready here. Diana's off in the kitchen, not downstairs, so just wait. But I'm here.
The same event that's happening.
Okay. So, how are y'all? Welcome to Hero Shot Chronicles. I'm your host, Chris, waiting on Diana and my friends and my family. But anyways, how are you? We are here to talk about comic books, and comic books we shall talk about. I hear her going down the stairs now. I kind of guilted her. So let's see. Last of the Reapers is not the project we're on right now. We are actually on Cluster Fudge. Let me pull that up. I just want to take a look at how the funding's going. I'm going to type it into Google because my shortcut didn't work. And here we go. There's the screen. And we're going to share that screen with you. Isn't this exciting? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cluster Fudge at 605. 121% funded for 15 more days. 36 backers. If you want to join this crowd, jump in now. You got about 2 weeks left. And it's going to be a humdinger. I'm very excited. Things are happening quickly with it. And yeah, we're actually working on our next project already. I am working on a series for the character known as Cyclopean. Now, if you don't know who Cyclopean is, I'll share a picture. But he's a one-eyed superhero that I created when I was a young lad. And yeah. Let me just save this properly and I'll share it. You'd think I'd have all this ready, but we did a live stream for drawing between 7 and 8, and that slowed me up a bit. It was fun. I did it solo. I'm hoping to get my son Jason involved in the future. Maybe Terry will pull out his document camera. Maybe we'll get a few more artists on board, but ultimately I'd love to make that a tradition. In comics we trust. Amen, brother. Hi, Terry.
Hi, Terry.
The StreamYard is in the link or in the description, but if it's not, I'll have to figure that one out. So there's Cluster Fudge sitting at 605.
Well,
now,
we did $100 more than we asked for, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it did cost my hair, and we haven't.
It did cost your hair, but I kind of like the
since.
look. To be honest with you, I'm not
That's
just
really
saying
not
that.
the
I
point.
really do.
That's really not the point. The point is we should be selling more copies. We have 15 more days left. And
I
we should
failed
be
epically. It's my fault.
That's not, no, you have 15 days left. You don't have to fail.
But it is true. It's a true story.
We need to find a way to get like another 14 backers to get us to what, 50?
Mm-hmm.
Which would be a nice number. And it's going to be hard because we don't have the gimmick of shaving my head, and I'm not letting you shave yours. So
no, I am not shaving my head.
No, you can't. Yeah, I refuse to allow that. It's not there. I don't know what he means. It's not there. I missed it. Oh, the link isn't there.
The link, silly.
the.
Oh my goodness.
Let me copy it. It should have been. That means that StreamYard didn't update it the way I hoped. Oh, no. I know it is. I screwed up. I didn't put it in this one. It's because I did 2 live. This is my second live stream tonight. It was in the first live stream, not
Oh,
in the second
that's
live stream.
why.
Yes.
All right.
And now that I've activated, I don't think I can edit the description through StreamYard. But that's okay. You know, it's nice to have a limited audience or a limited guest room. I did just send it. Terry's in YouTube, and it claims it went to YouTube, so I hope he got it. But beyond that, I was
Honey,
going to
it's so
show
good
you.
to see you.
Huh?
I said it's nice to see you. I haven't seen you all day since this morning.
What? But you have seen me. I live here.
Yeah, but I just saw you now. You're so cute. I love your hair.
I thank you.
That's a very good response.
Yeah, I'm learning. All right, let's see.
So what do we got on tap for tonight? What's going on with
Well, I didn't want to get into any drama, so there's no sense in talking about CG and all the various things there.
Yeah.
Because it's really just stupid stuff. Seriously.
I'm
I've
excited
been
about
following it, and it's the worst.
Right.
But I don't know. What would you like to talk about? What do you have on board, honey?
I would like to talk about the Comic Cons in July.
There you go. Talk about it.
Typically, Hero Shack, I have booked at least one Comic Con or one event per month starting typically in February or March. But because of COVID, obviously that couldn't happen. However, I am very excited to report that in July, with the exception of the 4th of July weekend, holiday weekend, we are booked for those 3 other weekends. One is a 2-day show and the other 2 are 1-day shows. So I'm excited about that. There's only one that we're sleeping over.
Manchester?
Yes. No. Terrificon. We are going. Hi, David. We are going to the Terrificon, which is in, I think, Connecticut. Where is the Mohegan? I think it's at the Mohegan. I don't even know. But anyways, we are signed up and paid for. I have to book the rooms, which I got to do this week. So yeah, I'm very excited about it. And I am already starting to think about how we're going to set up the booths and what we're going to offer, because I can't predict in July what book you're going to be doing, because you are very kind of like.
So we might as well announce I will be doing. First of all, hi, David. I didn't miss you there, brother. We are going to be committing to the Cyclopean series. Now, Cluster Fudge ends in a little bit of a cliffhanger concerning Violet Vamp. And what will happen is that will actually roll into the Cyclopean series. That's how I'm going to handle the sequel to Cluster Fudge.
Okay.
And with it will come all the side characters, including the Silver Scribe and the lady that I told you about that was coming to mess with the Silver Scribe. I can't say her name because she hasn't been released yet. And so that's going to end up being incorporated into the Cyclopean series. That way I don't have to go back to a Cluster Fudge 2 or an odd named book.
Right.
I feel that I had an epiphany from God that it's time to focus in on my one-eyed wonder and
I agree.
Exploit him a little, because quite frankly, I haven't pushed him the way that he deserves to be pushed.
Right.
So yeah, that should be my focus for at least the near future.
I'm really excited about that, because I know that in the past he's been our one very popular character. People have been very intrigued about him. We've actually been asked to do a life-size version of him. Remember that one guy from Florida, which I never followed up because we're just not ready yet.
Oh, Terry's in the back room.
Oh, hey, Terry.
Welcome, Terry.
I was wondering where you were. I thought, oh, Terry is late.
No, that's
so the conventions, honey. What are your intentions with these conventions?
Who, me?
Hello? Yeah, you.
Oh, I didn't hear you. Oh, wait, I got to.
So are we going to sell books at the convention since we're not doing it for 15 days on our crowdfunder?
So about that, I have I have run out of ideas on how to promote it. It's almost like we reached this mountaintop with your haircut, and then how can I follow that up to make people want to take a chance and investment on cluster fudge? So I haven't come up with the next best thing.
I have a question though.
What's that?
How many shows have you contacted for us? Oh, I got you, don't I, honey? Diana?
Yep.
That was what you were supposed to do, remember? I know I'm putting you on the spot, but that's what we
okay.
need to do. We need to find some shows to go on.
I know. But
We
I don't
only
know
have
any
2
shows.
weeks.
So it'd be, you know what? You could give me names and I'll reach out to these people.
Well, Critical Blast wanted me on, so we probably need to reach out to him. The night
I
that
thought you were supposed to be on, but that was the week you had COVID.
on what?
Critical Blast.
No.
Thursday.
What happened that night was he ended up having technical difficulties, and I went over and hung out with Lorenzo.
Okay, so who else? And anybody else that's listening or may listen, if you would like to have
An
Chris
interview with the
show,
creator of Cluster Fudge, the
that
current
would be
project
fantastic.
from
Just
Indiegogo.
contact us. All right, so who else?
I don't know. Honey, give me your elevator pitch. What's Cluster Fudge about? My name is Stanley. I just stepped into an elevator. I'm standing behind you. You have 15 seconds to get my attention.
That's part of the problem.
That's
I
it?
don't have a full elevator pitch ready at this given moment because I've been out with my friend Tina. We've had dinner and some drinks.
How many books did you get her to buy tonight?
We went shopping at Hobby Lobby and bought lots of fun.
You didn't get her to buy any books.
And I'm working on my assignment.
She's trying to stimulate the economy, and you didn't get her to buy any books.
I did not. I did tell her about the name, and we chuckled.
Yeah, everybody does.
I told her about how I shaved your hair off, and she laughed. But I didn't ask her to buy a book because I know it's just not her cup of tea.
You don't know that. This is an unusually flavored tea. I think everybody should expose themselves to Cluster Fudge at least twice.
Well, I could send her the PDF after. She's my friend.
I'm only messing with you. I wouldn't anticipate her enjoying it. It's a different kind of story, but I can mess with you a little.
Right.
It's the price you pay for not promoting the book well enough.
This is true.
Come on, I had to cut my hair for this. You know what's funny though?
What?
The same girl who told me how great my hair looked 4 weeks ago when it was long, or 3 weeks ago, saw my hair today and went, "Oh my God, your hair grows so fast." Hey, David, welcome aboard.
Hi, David.
Hey, Dave.
That's
But I was
funny,
like,
honey.
yeah, my hair grows fast. I mean, it really is, though. I was saying this morning, pretty soon, another week or so, and I can fake apart. I'd have to use hair product to get it to split apart, but I could do it.
You could try.
No, seriously, I know, because my hair is like, it's doing it again. It does it. It's like, it just starts coming out like, I am like a Play-Doh doll. And like, I'm just full of crap. And when you push it from the bottom, it comes out the top.
Did you have to be so literal?
You're muffling, Terry. I can't understand you, bro.
No, I said, did you have to be so literal?
Yeah, totally, because that's totally truth. Because I try to make myself bigger than I am when I don't have hair. I try to be more manly, so all the poop comes out the top. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's in my projection. When I have long hair, I feel like Conan. When I have short hair, I feel like I'm in the military or something, so I project more. I guess
You're
that doesn't
funny.
make sense.
No, it
Looking,
doesn't.
I am funny looking.
Ha ha ha. So yeah, I'm excited about the Comic Cons, like I said. I am very sorry I have not promoted your book like I
Our
should
book.
have.
Number
been.
one, it's our book.
It is our book.
I want to make that clear because you do inspire me, you do keep me on track, and you are the editor.
I know, but I like this one.
Yeah, that's why I'm showing it. I know you like this one.
This is cool.
So this is Cyclopean in his old Superman outfit that will be gone sometime in the first 1 to 2 issues of the Cyclopean series. Mostly because I want to give him a new look. I want to get away from the Superman cliche. He started off a little bit as a joke character like that, and it's like, no, I want to make him a little more fun and serious. Is that a cliche, fun and serious?
I don't know.
But I want to do it. Hang on, I'll show you guys more. But conventions. My favorite one that you talk about is Manchester, and that's Manchester, New Hampshire. And that's mostly because they have the coolest hotel in the world. If you haven't been there, what's the name of it, honey?
Which one?
Are you? I'm literally talking about Manchester, New Hampshire. Which one do you think? I want to know the name of the one that's in Lawrence, Mass, please.
It's like, what? What are you talking about? Where are we? Whose show are we on?
I'm talking about the convention in Manchester. I don't even know the name of the convention. I just know that I absolutely
Why do you
loved
not know the name of the convention?
Because that's your job, babe.
Yeah, but you should at least know.
No,
oh my
no.
God.
No,
right.
no.
Hmm?
How would I know?
It's called GraniteCon.
GraniteCon, thank you.
Yes, it's the one in Manchester. Is that what you were asking about?
Thank you for joining the chat tonight, Diana.
He's going to yell at me after the show, you guys.
I am not, because I know why you're like that. It's been a very busy and fun day.
It has been very busy. It's the first time I sat down and I was checking my school email. I'm sorry.
So can I self-critique this sketch from myself alive?
Sure.
See the fist in the background? The one behind him that he's running forward. You see how the fist is cocked behind him there?
Yeah.
I think it's too big. It needs to be a little smaller.
It is too big. It needs to be smaller.
Yeah.
It's awkward looking.
But this was a like, a sketch that I did in like 15 minutes.
So you could actually make this the hand.
Oh, I could select it and
forward,
make it smaller.
You could make that a little bigger and the one in the back smaller. But other than that,
I like the one in the front. I like the one in the front. I feel it looks more proportionate to the body.
Okay.
But the one in the back, I'm looking at it.
It reminds me of like he's turning into Hulk. Like you got to tone that whole arm down a little bit. I don't think that's artist talk, but tone it down, okay?
It's not artist talk, but it's very clear.
I'm learning how to give positive feedback in my creative writing class, and
you need to keep working on it. But that's good.
I kind of got slam dunked by one of my peers on what I wrote because I was trying to be funny and it wasn't so funny. Well, it is funny to me, but not to them.
Yeah.
So I have to be.
You're in a room full of Asperger people. I think we know what you mean.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, we try to be funny all the time and get in trouble.
Someone must have decided.
Most people don't understand our brand of humor.
And the ones that do kind of scare me because they're like the neurotypicals who enjoy us.
So
and I'm
David,
like, oh,
I saw what you wrote, and I was reading down in the comment section. I'm really sorry that you're going through all that. That's crazy.
Right.
Crazy stuff happening.
Someone must have decided that my cause is not worth it.
Why? Did somebody take it down?
No, someone you people at your end must have decided it's not worth it.
What do you mean?
My end? What do you mean?
Because I expect results. Forgive me for saying so.
Okay. So I shared it on my Facebook page. I actually shared her.
And there are other autistics who really would prefer me legally shot in the back.
Okay. But what I'm saying is that I shared your page, your change.org, about your girlfriend. I shared it on my Facebook page. I talked to a couple of people have come that I know. They wanted me to tell you that you probably would be better off trying to obtain a lawyer, see if your mom can get a lawyer to help you through the process because of the legalities, but it's not undoable. It's definitely something you can do. You probably would have to move there, but you need to get a lawyer to help you with all the legalities of it.
Well,
So,
sorry to say, but my mom's not paying for one right now.
well, I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying that's
Do I
all
have to
like,
scream it?
huh?
Do
I
I
know
have to scream
you
it?
seem upset. Yeah, I get it.
Enough is enough.
Hmm. So that's the only thing that I could find out. Like it's only been a day. I will keep my ears out and keep asking people. But the first contact, the first resource that I asked, one of my coworkers, they suggested a lawyer. So I'm just sharing that with you. You can do whatever you want with it. Obviously, it's not going to work in your situation, but we are definitely I'm trying to help. Like I said, I don't know what I can do
And I
except,
don't know who else can get me away from here.
right. I don't know, bud. That's what I'm saying. Maybe calling a lawyer on your own and telling them that you need help. That might be a
Well,
way.
isn't there any legal?
Why couldn't? Sorry, do I have to yell it out?
What's that?
Do I have to scream it? Because that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Well, scream it then. Let's hear what you have to say because you're not saying it. Or if you
Because
are,
I'm
we're
not
missing it.
calling the lawyer on my own. That would have to be cleared with my parents. I cannot do anything
Who told
necessarily
you you
by
couldn't do it?
myself.
David, who told you could not do that?
I'm not
Did,
challenging my parents' authority with the
okay.
guardianship, conservatorship they have over me.
No, I
Okay.
don't think that would be what we're suggesting necessarily, but the lawyer would know what you could do. Whereas we're guessing, like,
Whereas I'd have to tell my parents I am talking to a lawyer,
well, yeah, you'd have to get them involved. You'd want them involved, wouldn't you?
and it's going to be nothing but a shouting match with them, so forget it.
Well, I mean, we can
Okay.
only do so much from here, bro. That's all I'm saying. Like the first things we've heard is you probably should get a lawyer. It's not that we're, not trying to find a path for you. It's that that's the first thing that people are saying. Um, and it has only been like 24 hours.
Right? They have
It
to do
takes a
way
little time
better,
to
and,
find that.
well, sorry for my impatience. What else can I say or do?
Well, I mean, I can appreciate the impatience. I understand. I wake up
And
a
the
lot of
honesty.
times and Diana has to deal with me freaking out because things haven't happened the way I thought they should
Yeah.
either. And I don't know what's going to happen in the future for you, bro, but I do hope this goes better for you. I mean, we'll do what we can, but it's not like we've ever done anything like this with anybody before. It's a new field for us too.
Yeah.
Interstate law and
Totally.
stuff like that. It gets a little crazy because the states all have their own rights, and then you have federal rights, and then you have. I know you should have rights as a special needs individual. There should be some legal counsel that you could get, some guidance counseling or something
Right.
through the legals. And I
No,
don't think it
no,
would
I'm not.
challenge your
I'm not
parent.
going. I'm not going. Sorry, I'm not going up against my parents on this one.
No,
Well,
I'm
then,
not.
David, you'll have to reconcile that with yourself because the
Well, wait a minute. Let me.
only
I have a question though.
Diana,
Bro,
please, no.
David,
no.
I have to ask you something though. You're saying that you're not going against your parents. Would they be opposed to you talking to a lawyer about what you could do with this girl in another state? Like I don't know. Are they like
I think so. They
okay? Yeah. See, I
because of
didn't know
my
that. So that I understand
because
your
of my
apprehension there.
vulnerability. It's because of my vulnerability they never will see me as my own person.
Right. Right.
Hmm.
But I mean, I wasn't where
I
that
thought
they
I should
would.
leave the two of you alone.
Well,
Okay. If you want to, we're not trying to be
there
mean.
we go.
Did you boot him?
He can take a break. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Uh,
he's going to be
he's
one of
still
those
my friend,
guys
but he's
that,
upset, and I understand it. But this is a comic book show, and yeah, we're not going to do that tonight, David. I'm sorry.
yeah.
That is my wife, and yeah. So, and good night, and I hope everything goes good with you, bro. We'll talk to you later, maybe tomorrow or the next. When things calm
Yeah.
down.
He just needs to take some space, maybe. I don't know.
Well,
But
anyways, we're going to be doing. I'm going to get back to the comics because that's really what this
great.
is all about,
Yeah.
and we are doing Cyclopean next. So.
Yes. So are you doing the whole like backstory of him? Where is
Well,
Cyclopean
earlier
now?
tonight when Terry and I were in the first ever live drawing stream that came
Mhm.
before this show.
Mhm.
We were talking. I just lost my focus. No, we love you, Dave. Don't be sorry, bro. It's okay. Let's just
It's all
take a
good.
break and get into the comics for a little bit. We were talking, Terry and I. Honey, what was the question? Because I remember where I was taking it. I don't remember what I was going to say.
You and Terry, you were doing your first live stream for drawing. I think
Yep.
Terry was there. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Terry's awesome. And so you were talking about that. I asked for Cyclopean, are you going to do like the backstory of him or
Yes.
what's going on?
Okay. That's where I was going. We were talking about it on the live stream. And there will be an exposition thing. I showed Terry the cityscape I've been working on.
Okay.
And I was explaining there'll be exposition offered about his origin and a job interview for a sign language interpreter, a signer. And that's going to be how I introduce it. But now, see, since we have such a low viewership, I'll share this with you.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
Great.
secret. But you know that the general story behind Cyclopean is that he literally has a clone story to Clark Kent. In other words, the government has tried to sell him off as an alien baby crashed on Earth who has superpowers, and they've taken care of him as opposed to Clark Kent's parents.
Mm-hmm.
The government has, and it's all about him coming of age and discovering the truth. And the truth is, he's not an alien. That's a government cover-up story because they're covering up how he actually came to be. And in the process, I'm going to explore a lot of character things that I think are interesting, such as at some point he's going to face a Christian force that says he can't accept Jesus as his Lord because he doesn't have a mouth to confess and he can't take communion. All the religious stuff that people would try to use. In other places, I'm looking forward to having his deafness be a weakness in battle, where his enemies are able to sneak up on him because quite literally he can't hear a stinking thing.
Right.
And
So
then
he
there
has
are
a weakness built in. That's awesome.
right,
That's good.
and it's also a communication weakness because most Americans don't know American Sign Language.
Right.
So from a hero base, he's going to be relatable, but yet he's also going to have this element, and maybe it'll inspire kids to learn American Sign Language. I know there's a lot more doing it. And I need to do it myself. Right now, I honestly use Google to find my signs.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a good thing to think about. Like if the strongest superhero in America was deaf, how many kids would want to be like him?
I find it, knowing you as a person and personally, I find it very interesting and intriguing to me because in our family and friend circle, we do not have anyone who is deaf. So to pick that as, and I don't like to pick that as an area of perceived weakness, because I never want to believe that anybody is weak because of a disability. So I like to say perceived weakness. Maybe I'm being too
positive. Definitely.
positive.
There is no perceived strength to deafness except that you're not going to be annoyed and blocked.
However, if there was somebody screaming and yelling, they would not hear it, and therefore they would not become anxious and upset. So that is a strength in that particular situation. But I would have never had you.
No. You can't do that. That's kind of like saying, I have never hit a jet airplane in the sky, and that's a strength because I don't fly. No, it's not a strength.
It is a strength, but
no, it's a benefit. It's not a strength. It's a side effect of a weakness.
No, because the yelling and the screaming, closely relates to the fact that he can't hear. The fact that you don't drive or fly in the sky has nothing to do. You can't do that anyway, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, you can call it a benefit.
And if someone was yelling and screaming at him and he was able to read their hands, he would be seeing their emotions on their face. He's not a dummy. He can, see the reactions.
Is he super intelligent then?
No, but I know 4-year-olds that recognize when they're getting yelled at, even though they're deaf.
Yeah.
They can
I
see
like
it.
my plan better.
They see the brow.
You guys are crazy.
Okay, honey, what's my emotion? Ready? What's my emotion? Ready?
You, you look like you gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay, how about now?
Goofy.
Hey, oh, I got one, honey. How about this?
Yeah, you look like you gotta go poop.
If you keep doing that, we're gonna have to clean up behind you.
That's right, honey. This chair is going to need a
Jerry.
laundering.
No. You look like you were maybe upset. I'm sorry. I was being silly.
Thank you. Yes, but I'm saying that the face emotes, and he's not ignorant
Yes,
to that.
Face doesn't emote. Stop. I'm still going with my theory.
But what's cool is someone can like come up behind him going, "I'm gonna kill you," and he won't hear him. But
You're so silly.
But the thing about that is they're gonna be surprised when he starts fighting. That's
yeah,
the thing.
and he's a very large character, so like it takes a brave person kind of to go after him.
Yeah.
The idea is he's very intimidating, so not everybody, most people won't push his buttons. But there will be people who will push his buttons. It's gonna be.
I think I'm losing my hearing. No, I'm serious. Everything is so soft, like I can barely hear you guys. That's why I was looking to see if I could
Is your
turn this up.
computer
I
volume
can't.
up? Is
Are
your
you guys
computer
talking really? Talk again.
Is your computer volume up?
Talk again.
On your computer.
Is your computer volume up?
Yeah, there's something wrong here.
Yeah, turn up the volume on your computer.
Okay, I just did. Thank you. I'm good now.
And people say we're crazy.
I'm like, I can't hear you guys. Why? Like, oh, well, I could hear you, but it wasn't like loud enough for me. What do you
Okay.
do? Look at the cat. She's sleeping. Now I can hear everybody good.
She looked when you did that like, what is wrong with her?
Nothing's wrong with me.
By the way, folks, that was a live shot of my office. It's connected to the cave.
Why are you such a nerd? Oh my God.
The cat was like, "Are you sure there's nothing wrong with her?"
The cat
No.
knows better.
I'm fine. I'm all good.
Yeah, you're all good. How you doing tonight? So Cyclopean's a real thing. It's going to happen. We're going to be doing live drawing streams. It worked pretty good tonight. I mean, I wasn't really in a mode to draw, so I was just doing these like nasty sketches. Yeah, they weren't coming out right. I just wasn't feeling it yet. But I think the more I do it, the better I'll feel. Like it was just weird, like being the only one drawing and stuff.
It's like anything new. You got to practice it. Keep doing it.
Yeah.
It'll get
I'm not
better.
worried about it. It'll get better, but it was fun. I don't know. I'd like to put some background music in it, but everything is copywritten except for, lame music. So I don't know what we'll do. Maybe if you're an independent music band and you want your music played live during a drawing stream, let me know. If you own the rights to your music, I'll put it on demo tapes, things like that, anything like that. So you're eating again during a stream. That's really cool.
Wait, I'll go like this. Terry's got the right idea. See how he's put his little face on?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you crunch, honey. You crunch and you swallow. You get right up on the mic and you're like, no, you turned it off. You're muted.
I just realized that my mic right here. Oh, wait. Right here. Watch.
It actually seems to mute it entirely.
That's awesome. So now I can eat my whatever I'm eating without you being annoyed. I don't want to make you annoyed.
It's not that I'm annoyed. It's that it's weird to see someone
It's unprofessional.
Well, George does it all the time.
I don't know who George is.
Yes, you do. Joe King, George.
No,
Blue guy, one eye with two eyeballs. You don't know George?
Zerk?
No, but he's a friend of Zerk's.
Oh, okay. Well, then it's cool. Still, I'm waiting for my Zerk t-shirt. I'm very, very sad that it has not come in. Are you sure you didn't cancel it?
Yes, I did not. Well, I did cancel the first order because I ordered the small, but then I went back, remember, and I got the I exchanged it for a double XL, and you went what? But that was
Well, I
okay.
didn't need a double XL. I said a large or an XL would be good.
I know I messed up.
That's all right. I can wear it for jammies.
Yeah, baby. That's weird.
Mhm.
Well,
That was
there-
weird.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
she's
So Terry, do you know who Zerk is?
Yeah, he was the guy cheering you on as you were.
Listen, contain your excitement. I thought he was hysterically funny.
Yeah,
He was like a naughty cookie monster.
he was funny.
yeah. And he was enjoying you, really. Let Chris have it.
Yeah.
At Chris's expense. That was the best part, I think.
You want to know the truth though? I enjoy Zerk too. I think he's hilarious.
Yeah.
I did get to see his real face and everything the other night, but like it didn't shatter the illusion because Zerk is still funny.
He's very funny.
Yeah. And he's really good at it. Like I'm messing around, but he has a really good like it wouldn't surprise me if he's done voiceovers before, you know.
He's done a good job at that persona. So anyways, how we get there. So my Zerk t-shirt is not here. I thought it would be here by today. I'm going to check to make sure you actually reordered it. I think you might have messed it up. When you went and canceled it.
Should I share the picture of him?
Who? I don't know. Is that docking?
I don't think so. He did it live on his stream.
Oh, there he goes. He looks like a Zerk.
Yeah, isn't it cool?
Yeah, it is cool. But I'm not drawn to him. I'm drawn to Zerk.
Yes,
like
I know.
I look right at the little puppet dude, and I'm like, oh, that's Cookie Monster being naughty. I love it.
Well, and when he gets it going, when the character's really flowing and he's in the voice, it's so you forget that it's a Muppet. It's like, oh my God, that thing is hilarious. I shouldn't be gushing over another show's mascot, though.
Why not? I think it's cool. Come on. I think it's
have a mascot. I have a mascot. And look, he's talking to you right now, but you can't hear him.
Maybe I'll make a sock puppet. I'm actually quite good at doing puppeteering. You know this, right?
I'm better at it.
I know, but I don't have the voice for Cyclopean. He's a cute little puppet, though, isn't he?
Talking right now. Listen, he's gonna say hello. Ready?
He can't speak. Listen, I'll be the ventriloquist for Cyclopean. He doesn't speak. I'll rock it.
It's perfect. Yes, you too could own a Cyclopean if you bribe Diana with enough money. These are the little Star Wars edition. They're like the 4-inch doll. She has made bigger ones. You can make like a pillow vehicle, you know. You can make them like a pillow motorcycle.
That is all handmade by these lovely little fingers. Those are handmade.
Based on some really crappy art I threw together to try to make a pattern. Do you remember it?
Great. I do remember it. And you were so mad at me. I'm like, I need.
Yep. It was a struggle to get this one on the road, but we did it.
Right.
And she fulfilled a few orders for him.
Mm-hmm.
And I have the prototype still. Yeah, I have one more over there, you know. This one was.
Mm-hmm.
This is what you do.
What, Terry?
When you get your book up and running,
Uh-huh.
take one of the characters and make a doll.
Ooh.
Oh, good Lord.
Is my phone my microphone crackling?
Yes, that's you.
It actually made sound. How's it sound right now?
Terrible, because Terry's telling me some advice and you're jealous. Stop.
Sorry, I wasn't. No, I was.
Stop being so fresh. Terry, I'm listening to you. Okay.
I said with your book, take one of the characters from your book and make a doll out of it.
That would be cool, but I'm not that. Did you see Cyclopean? That was a lot of work. That was hard.
No,
that was so hard to do.
It doesn't have to be You got to remember, this is your idea. You do it the way you want it.
Right?
What
That's true.
what I do, what Chris does, doesn't matter at this point. That's
Mhm.
that's the thing you have to remember.
That's true. Chris, stop pushing Mike right now.
Hey, give me a beer.
Christopher, behave yourself.
Christopher, you don't even drink beer.
I've spoken. Hey, does it still sound terrible?
Yeah. Why?
Yeah.
Does it
Why?
really?
Yeah.
Shoot. I think the
What mic are you using?
it's supposed to be the good one.
Chris?
What? What?
What am I going to do with you?
Are you listening? Are you talking
Hmm.
to me?
Nope, not
Yes,
anymore.
he is.
Well, yes. We're just talking to you. There he is. Hi, Chris. How are you?
I'm trying to get the microphone to work, and you're
You're
not.
being a brat. We all know it.
No, you're not helping me here at all.
Why? Your
I'm
microphone
serious. Is
was
the microphone
crackly. Was crackly. Check it now.
You're gonna make me go through this.
Oh boy. I heard you, Terry. That's a good idea. I'll see what I can do. I gotta complete it first.
Mhm.
I heard you, Terry. That's a good idea.
Testing.
See what I can do. I gotta complete it first.
Testing.
You're such a dork. You're such a dork.
It's not crackling. It's not crackling, is it?
No.
You're messing with me?
Yeah, we're messing with you. That's it.
Look at this hair.
I see it. It's so good, honey. I'm so proud of you.
You're gonna mess with a man who's got hair like this?
Amen. Yep, definitely.
I gotta go get it lined up.
You do that someday when it gets really long.
No, then it's called a haircut.
Then it's called a haircut.
I mean, like I should get this fixed.
I know.
You were supposed to do that the day after you got it cut.
Yeah,
Oh.
I never did.
Well,
My wife was eating snacks, so I didn't have a ride. It's traumatic for me to go to the barber shop.
I'm eating some Pringles.
I would.
Sorry.
What's
Well, I
good?
ate dinner. Where'd he go? I ate dinner. I had lobster bisque and a half a crab cake, but now I'm kind of hungry. So I'm having a little bit of, yeah.
A little bit of yeah.
Yep. Everybody's off cam. I'm going off cam too, so I can eat in privacy.
Well, then I have to go back on cam because we're a live show.
How do you do that? You be on camera, I'll be off cam.
No, the
Oh,
thing
listen.
is-
What? What's that, Terry?
The thing is, I don't know if you survive long enough in this town,
Mm-hmm.
especially when it comes to the food scene.
Chris.
If they coming into a town where people eat pizza with a fork.
I know I did that once and somebody told me that was just awful. That was a terrible thing to do. I've never done it since. Stop!
The thing is, you could eat a Chicago style pizza with your hands, but you'll end up with most of it in your lap.
I know, but Chicago's, they're good. Those are those thick. They're like one piece would be a full meal for me.
Yeah.
He's up to no good. Look, he's left the screen. Chris, why did you share something?
How you doing?
This is a classic. Last of the Reapers.
Ah,
I was just actually looking across while she's talking about pizza with you, and I'm like, yeah, comic books, man, comics. Remember?
Sorry.
But look, the reason I grabbed the reason I grabbed Last of the Reapers is because it has black and white, so it doesn't go through the green screen as much. If I go to the color section, actually, that's not too bad.
That's not too bad.
not too bad. But
Oh, right there.
certain
It's
colors
getting
will
weird
fade-
on the,
Yeah.
yeah, certain colors will just fade into the background. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
I really should do this blood puff again with some real art.
I thought you were going to.
You
Yeah, I
should.
just haven't yet. I haven't. I might incorporate it into the Cyclopean series. I'm gonna
Okay.
need stories for that, and I like a lot of the things that we've done, but I didn't do them as well as I can do them now. Uh, you know, Blood Puff is one of them, and Cyclopean could easily be like a side character off on a different thing, and you feature another character, even though it's Cyclopean's book.
Mm.
A lot of books would do that, and if he catches on, that's when you hire another artist and you start a Blood Puff series.
I
Diana's not
agree.
even paying attention.
Yeah.
No, I
I
can
am.
tell. I can tell, dude. She doesn't know this, but I have a monitor camera in her office. I'm watching everything.
You're so bad. You sick person, you. You are a sick person. I was typing my thing back. I have to do homework. I'm
Typing
sorry.
your thing back. Hi, Jace, by the way. You were typing your thing back. You have to do homework during a show. Fans, this is how much we love you.
But I'm here for you.
You're here for me? Is that what you just said? Speak to me, baby. Hey, honey.
In a
Honey.
manner of speaking, absolutely for her. Because otherwise, she'd never get her homework done.
Thank goodness for the stream that she can just
Okay, I'm
focus on
back.
her homework.
It's true.
It's
But
not
multitasking
true.
is it's a good skill to have, right? I am the master of multitasking. Okay, I'll pay attention. I'm almost done. The guy tore apart my response.
Well,
Then I wanted
maybe before you respond harshly, you should sleep on it. Are you going to tear him a new one?
who?
The guy.
No. No, I'm being honest with him.
Well, don't
He
be too
didn't
honest.
get my response. Okay, I was trying to be funny and not funny, but I had to write a response to an article I read, Terry, called Critiquing Creative Work. And it was about how to critique other writers' work. So I thought, I came from me, like from how I feel, but I've learned that not everybody feels vulnerable when they write. I'm sorry. I feel very vulnerable when I write because it's my heart and soul going on the paper. So I tried to express that in my homework, and the guy was like, Really? You want to be honest and positive?" I'm like, but that's what I was saying in my way of roundabout saying. But anyway, so I was trying to respond to that in a kind way because I'm not hurt, but I'm like, oh, he didn't get all that. Okay.
Honey,
Yeah.
when you get criticism, like
Mhm.
when people tell me something I drew sucked, I
Yeah.
don't go, I just don't think you understand the art. I think you missed it.
Sometimes it's like you can tell a person that it looks real bad, but maybe the one of us that something we drew look bad, we're looking to see which part looks bad.
Well, I read this and I let my daughter read it and Chris read it, and they liked it.
That's true, but I'm not even that smart. Hi, Jace.
Hi, Jace.
Hello.
How you
So,
doing?
You're
As soon
giving
as
your wife a hard time. I'm still trying to do my damn homework.
Hey, brother.
thank you.
What are you working on right now?
Oh,
Anatomy
it's
stuff?
important. It's art.
Yeah.
Mine's not art.
Doing anatomy muscle studies.
So tonight from 7 to 8, I did the first live draw stream all by myself, but that's okay. In the future, I'll be looking for other artists.
I didn't
thought
see a
of you.
link go out. I mean, I was doing this anyway. I was probably more of studying the gluteus medius and the tensor fascia. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I know
That's
how
funny.
they're moving the leg. That's what's important.
Right?
Or I'm
Well, he's
learning how they're
taking
moving the leg.
he's taking medical grade anatomy.
Yeah, I've got 3 more muscle group studies I need to do. because they're due tomorrow at midnight.
Are we talking the chest, the back, or the thighs?
So this assignment is 3 diagrams of the arm, 3 of the legs, 3 of the torso, and 3 of the head and neck. But I think the head and neck is more focusing on how the neck muscles connect to the head. We did the head earlier this semester.
Actually, the neck is more how the head moves. That's where that goes.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about it just in an early figure drawing, but I think he wants us to get more in detail with what those muscles do.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, that's the one that I'm kind of confused on. I'm like, I'm not really sure what we're supposed to do for this part of the assignment because we've talked a ton about this stuff already and drawn a lot of it too.
Actually, when it comes to the neck, that's the most confusing part of anatomy.
Yeah, he simplified it for us really well in class, and now that we're looking at it, now that I'm looking at it in the book, I'm like, oh boy.
Yeah, exactly.
What's this alpaca chewing
No
on?
teacher can
Your father is being terrible. He needs attention. And that's what this is all about. Attention. He feels neglected. Look at him.
The thing is, it's like this. No matter how much the teacher will simplify the neck muscles in an anatomy class, it's like once you go back to the book, you're confused all over again.
Yeah.
Because the way he simplified it doesn't sound right compared to the book.
Well,
And
I
it never
understand
will.
this part about he keeps calling it the mastoid. I'm going to ignore the first 2/3 of the word. I understand the part that goes from the back of the ear to the collarbone.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand how your lats connect into the back of the head, but now in the book they're showing all these little things in between near your trachea and something else going on here, and I'm like, oh,
Exactly.
I don't want to deal with that. I want to do the 2 things we talked about and move on.
You can't. That's the whole point. The whole point. You can't.
So this stuff is fun, but it is
It's
also a
fun.
little bit of like, it's a lot to do for one homework assignment.
Yeah.
Hey, Diana.
We only talked
Stop
about
it.
it in class once because then we did some live figure drawing the week after, so it's been a pretty quick transition.
So you study the muscle, then you work a figure drawing with detail and do detail on that particular muscle.
Yeah. So what he did is we're mostly meeting online, but when we can get a model, we meet in person. Mm-hmm. So we talked about some anatomy for an online class, and then our model schedule worked out. So he was like, "Oh, we're gonna meet in person for the next class. So we won't talk about anatomy. We'll just work on figure drawing."
Yeah.
Dad, you're pulling up all this stuff from like the early to mid 2000s now.
These are all coming off the GIF site. So yeah, they have them from all. I'm just messing with Diana because she's snacking. So.
Okay. I was gonna say I feel
You
like
can't hear me. I have my mic muted. Huh.
That's how I know you're snacking.
How dare you eat while you do your homework?
On a stream.
I went out with a friend. I didn't get home till like 2 minutes before 8. So
it was
sorry.
Wonderful too. It was really a nice night. Her friend is doing well, and they had dinner, and it was fun.
You're such a jerk.
No, I'm being nice.
He's recapping.
Yeah, I'm being sincere too. I believe it was fun. I think you had a good time.
We walked. We did a 2-mile walk. We went out for dinner, and then we went to Hobby Lobby and bought a bunch of stuff that we really don't need, but we wanted to buy. It was fun, and we had a couple of martinis in between. Well, for dinner, so it was nice.
Usually, when Kay does that with her girlfriends, they say that they're running errands, and then when you ask what errands did you get done, you go, "Oh, So you didn't actually do any errands. You went out for lunch, which you could have just said.
No, I usually go to one store and get a thing I need, and then the rest of it.
There you go.
Yeah,
See?
but none of it is ever a thing you need. It's like, I got this toilet paper roll holder.
Yeah, but it's fun.
Diana
get
dealing
that.
with me and my personality, she knows the best way to do it is just to go, went
I
to
don't even
dinner,
know.
went to
Yeah.
Hobby Lobby, did
Yeah.
this. Because if she doesn't tell me everything, then I hear she was at Hobby Lobby. I'm like, so who's the stock boy, baby?
He's very insecure and jealous. He's
I
ridiculous.
am not. I'm
You
just
are.
insecure and jealous.
Yeah, there you go.
No, I'm really not that bad.
I can't
Ah.
stand Hobby Lobby. But I also associate it with a friend who constantly has been driving me nuts.
Gotcha. Hey, by the way, have you seen Kong versus Godzilla yet?
No, didn't it come out today?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
been doing homework.
I had work all day, then I came home, I did homework, then Kay and I went to the gym, now I'm doing homework.
Well, I have it till April 30th if you need a place to watch it.
We'll be up there Sunday.
Yep.
Yay!
I did not go help out at the shop today because I don't think anyone was even doing that anymore, but also I just didn't have the time.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow is another full day of work and then class.
But remember, this is all going to pay off in the end.
Yeah, we were in the car earlier and I told Kay I'm putting in my 2 weeks notice and she was going to have to take care of us for a while. And she said, okay. And I said, really? So
She's a good woman.
I think things
She's
are...
an awesome, wonderful woman. What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
She just needs to become a BCBA so she can make a butt ton of money and take care of us so I can be
There
a
you go.
artist.
Yeah, they do make a lot of money, don't they?
My two goals are to get shredded again and keep working on art.
There you go. Well, let's see if it can happen.
And then once I'm shredded, I can be my own model.
That's true. But if you want a real challenge, you should be your own model now.
No, I can't see how the muscle groups are working.
Oh, but it's much harder to draw fat and fat curves, I think.
Yeah,
You
but
guys are weird.
my purpose right now is to try to see how the muscle groups are working and how things are pulling and working together. So if I can get the body fat percentage back down and the muscle back up, then I can get a real
Model
clear
for
look
yourself.
at.
Yeah.
I don't have to scroll through Google looking all over the place trying to find somebody in just the right pose so that I can see how they're I don't know, various things are interacting.
Well, my favorite thing to do is to model with my own hands if I have a hard hand pose.
Mm-hmm.
But if you know my hands and you know how they're not extremely large, you can tell when I'm using my hand model in its own. Or I can always tell when it's my hands. I drew it, so I
You're
guess
so
I
funny.
should know.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
what
I
else
don't
are we
know.
going to talk about?
What's that?
What else are we going to talk about? I've talked about Cyclopean. I've talked about Cluster Fudge. Honey, guess how many? Guess what the grand total is now?
What?
$605.
It's always been 605.
I know it's been stuck there. I'm just on a show when they push a book, they'll update the audience at how many books they've sold during the show.
Yeah.
So far we've sold no, but that's okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
it's
So you got to
okay.
be more enthusiastic.
Okay. Yeah, we should do more. Right?
Oh, we're gonna go down as the sorriest campaigners in all of Indiegogo.
You're kind of worrying me. How are you going to pay my salary like this?
Yeah.
I know, right?
No.
Sorry. Well, if I didn't have to do homework, I didn't have to do all the other stuff, then I could have more time to devote to this.
Hey,
I'm
honey,
split many ways.
look, you remember this?
Hmm. That was my husband dancing. We don't dance anymore.
No, because you don't bring me flowers.
Yeah, no, he won't dance.
But we're at 6:05, which the good news is we haven't lost anybody.
Right. This is true. And that is a good start. We only pledged what we only pledged, and it's okay. We know this is not going to be, this is not a money maker. I mean, I'm hoping and praying that everybody that buys the book or that has bought the book or is going to receive the book will enjoy it and check you out and say, yeah, he's got potential. So I'm looking at all
No. I
a
want him to
fan
check
base.
it out and enjoy it, period. The he's got potential thing ended with Sandbox and In Search of Heroes. I
Okay.
am now shooting my best work out there, and I'm not going to go with have you seen the growth? I'm going to say nope, this is my work.
Well, like I said, we really do need to hire at some point in time a social media person. Or I need to stop my full-time job and you need to take care of me and then I will learn to become one. I know, right, Kay? Who does that sound? Yeah, I'm just like I can't do everything. I'm doing the best I can. I've run out of creative ideas on how to promote the book on Instagram and Twitter, which I find very challenging because
You didn't do it anyways.
I did. When your haircut, I was posting every day.
And what happened after that?
Your
You
hair got
guys got to
cut.
work on your hashtags a little bit because a lot of them aren't things that I think a lot of people are searching.
Yeah.
Like
What am
hashtag
I?
Chris T. No one's looking for Chris T.
Right.
Yeah, but I still want to have that in there.
Okay. That's
Someday
fine.
people will look for it. I should take the space out and go with Chris T and confuse people with Christ. But then
No,
people get mad.
no, you
Yes.
shouldn't do that. See, this
Why
is what
not?
my problem is, guys. Okay,
No, you
this is
should
my
be going
problem.
for search or hashtags that are things that people search.
Right, you're not searching. You're not hashtagging anything that people want to search. Is what he's saying. That's the problem.
Oh,
You
what
know what?
happened?
You know what got me more random people that I didn't know, but a couple followers.
What's that?
A couple of those ladies I drew, I just did like hashtag models, hashtag redheads. I got a couple follows out of that. Because I used one of my friend's photos and I was like, what are your tags in it? And it was like hashtag models of Instagram, hashtag redhead. And I was like, yeah, I'll throw in a hashtag redhead.
I'll have to try that when I draw a redhead. Can I put it on a cyclopean? Hashtag redhead.
I don't know canonically what color his hair would be, but you're the one to decide that.
Well, I'm wondering, would that get me a lot of heat? Because he doesn't look redheadish.
I don't think people are gonna care. It depends on who you talk to. I hate people that tag things that aren't actually in the content.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't want to put that down and not have it relate.
But to be fair, people on Instagram hashtag shit all the time that isn't in their post. They'll be like hashtag Mega Man, and it'll be like a photo of nothing. It's awful. They just like
They do that all the time, which is fun.
They put in the tag because they know people are gonna look for that popular thing, even though their post has
Right.
nothing to do with that.
That's cheap.
It's called clickbait.
Yeah. Well, I've unfollowed so many YouTubers because they'll post stuff like, is this the end of the channel? And then they start the video and like, it's not. Let's talk about what's going on with our content this year. And you're like,
and it's like you did that just to make me click.
Exactly.
Then I go, well, now I'm gonna unsubscribe from your channel, and maybe it will end, but probably not because my one view a month doesn't mean that much.
All right, so I have to come up with better hashtags. Got it. I don't know how that'll work because I don't really. Yeah, that's okay.
You know what I got to talk to you guys about?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know who came up with it. One of the frequent things is sketch on glass.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm really like one for like use your words wisely, and I'm like, that's not a sketch. That's like a fully rendered illustration with color, and that's not a sketch. That's an illustration at that point.
Yeah.
Is it really? Because I mean,
yeah,
it takes me no time at all to generate these things.
Sketching? You're not.
So what should I call it?
Illustration. you do
Illustration on glass.
you do a digital illustration. You can put like digital painting, line art, color. But
Well, it was just supposed to be like a cheesy little title to
Jace,
build a number on.
can you can you text me Sunday when you come up? I'm going to write all this stuff down.
it's just the
Because,
things
like,
that
he needs,
there's
well, it's
just the
good that
things
you're
that drive
saying
me
this.
nuts on the internet where like I see people do all this stuff all the time. And I'm like, that's not a sketch.
But your
Or
dad does it all the
they'll be
time.
like, I spent 5 hours on this
People
sketch.
mean
And
you,
I'm like-
honey.
then I'm like, well, if you spent 5 hours on this illustration, then it's not a sketch anymore.
Call it what it is, an illustration.
Yeah, you left the sketch territory, which is fine, and the artwork is great.
Is it a sketch like usually black and white?
No. A
Well,
sketch.
it's usually pencil and paper.
Yeah. The sketch is usually doesn't have many details in it.
Like a rough drawing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think of your sketches as like your 5-minute figure studies where you're like, all right, I'm just going to get the gesture, the basic shapes, maybe some real simple lighting. But you don't go
So your
through and
dad
clean
puts
up
a-
your line art and render it and color it and do shading and add your highlights.
Like his cyclopean icon right now would be a sketch to him. He'd call that a sketch.
No, that's an illustration.
That's an illustration.
Exactly.
Oh,
Right. Christopher, why do you not know these things? Oh, really? Oh.
No, he's playing us. He's like, I
Having
know
way
that.
too much fun. Too much fun.
So the
That's
thing
the whole point.
my professor
That's
been
the whole
telling
point.
us.
You're supposed to have fun with what you're doing. That's the whole point.
well, no,
Well,
I'm
then you-
squirming
you-
while I get criticized justly, but still squirming a little. So I'm like, I'm going to put a sketch funny thing on. That's all.
Yeah,
There's,
that's what he deflects with humor. It's so silly.
My professor has frequently been telling us about how, a lot of people in the concept art community will be like, look at what I did in 15 minutes. This only took me 20 minutes, yada yada. And he's like, I don't give a shit how long it takes you. If it looks good, it looks good.
Yeah.
He's like, I would rather you guys spend an hour and a half on your piece and have something that looks great than be like, look at what I can do in 5 minutes.
Right.
And I'm
If
like,
it
yeah.
looks good, it looks good. That's the whole point.
And then one of the artists I follow on YouTube, he's a really funny guy. He recently posted a thing and he was talking about how he was like, if your art has served its purpose, then you've been successful. If your art was intended to entertain people and it was entertaining, then like everything else doesn't matter. If it did what you wanted it to do, then you were successful with the piece.
Right.
So
Art,
if you wanted to
go
real
forth.
quick show a gesture and you showed a gesture and it was clear where the motion was, then you were successful.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, in a lot of ways, that speaks to the great artists of all time, in my opinion, because I'm a comic book leaning guy. Jack Kirby, Frank Miller, guys who technically weren't great artists, but they could tell a story and could convey motion and power through lines.
It actually made me think of that guy we talked about, the Captain America artist that I don't like.
Jack Kirby?
Rob Liefeld.
Oh, yes, Rob Liefeld.
And, his other stuff is great, but that one particular piece is just like, what the hell?
Mm.
And I was like, oh, you know what, though? Like, if his purpose was just to, like, put out an interesting-looking piece of art and be like, hey, check out Captain America. He's a big, goofy, bulky, superhuman boy. I was like, yeah, you know what? You did it. You made the entertaining, silly comic guy, and
He did.
if that's
Yep.
all you wanted to do, like you weren't shooting for perfect anatomy and
No,
form
it-
and structure, then like who cares? People enjoyed it.
That's the thing about Rob Liefeld. He doesn't shoot for perfect anatomy.
No, I actually I found an old copy of Youngblood 2 by Liefeld in my collection, and I went through it. Oh boy. I do enjoy it, but when I looked at it seriously, like looking for art, technique, it was woeful. And I mean, like mixed angles, like he drew the characters as if they were straightforward, straight on, but the angle in the back was twisted, and there were people twisted like in a perspective form that if it was an actual picture, these guys would have been like sliding. I don't know. They would have been sideways to the ground instead of like through the air like they're supposed to be. And I just noticed that, but he has gotten better, so it's probably much better now. I haven't seen any of his most recent work, but I assume he's gotten much better. You know, that was what 15, 20 years ago when Image started.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
he impressed me once I found out all the other stuff he's
uh,
worked on. It was like, oh, you've done some really cool stuff. It's just that, you
Yeah.
put out one really goofy thing, and that's the first thing everyone jumps to when they say Rob Liefeld, and you're like, oh,
Captain America.
I bet he was just goofing, and then it became like, well, this is your legacy for a group of people now.
He
It's kind
was.
of funny too, because it depends who you talk to. You know, like he is beloved for Deadpool,
Yeah.
and Cable, and his work with the New Mutants and all that
Oh,
stuff.
wait, he made Cable too?
Yeah.
Oh, no shit. Cable's awesome.
Yeah, he
The thing is, his style is just escapism in general. That is not supposed to be realistic.
yeah.
That's where a lot of people get hung up at.
And I have to at least forgive him a little bit because I grew up loving everything anime, and it's like now that I look at anime, I'm like, that doesn't look like people at all.
Yeah, that's the point. That's the point, my friend. That's the point.
Yeah, and it's like I really enjoy this stuff still, but that's not what a nose is. A nose isn't a vertical line down your face with a diamond on the left.
Or a shadow on the right, whichever way the light's pointing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ironically, though, some of my favorite artists like John Byrne, they have a lot of anime. It looks like anime influence.
Good night. Good night, guys. Have a great night.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us tonight, Diana.
You make it sound like she draws comics.
Well, I don't know what she does.
We'll look at it this way: when we're done with her, she will.
Maybe. I'll be happy if she just starts writing her kid books because really she wants to write, and I'm like, go for it, you know? And I think she is going for it. I don't know what she's got a couple of things she's doing on the side that she's playing with. And every like 2 or 3 days she'll have a little burst. And that's just how she works, and I'm good with that. But I hope she gets through it.
Hey, can I tell you a funny thing I just remembered that has nothing to do with comics but involves our lives and how the world is weird?
Sure.
I found out today, talking to my client's grandma, that his grandfather grew up 2 houses down the street from where Kay and I live now. And as it turns out, he almost drowned in our backyard in the pond when he was little because he was left unsupervised and he rode his bike off a pier into the pond at the change from spring to winter or winter to spring. And one of the people that lived either in this house or my neighbor's house had gone out and gotten him out of the pond. And I was like, what a weird world that,
yeah, small world.
60 years ago, you lived down the street and you were riding your bike in my backyard. And somehow, through work and all this crazy stuff, now we've met and had a funny chat about, oh yeah, back in the day when we all lived in that area and they had a big cookout every summer. And I'm like, oh, well, some of the neighborhood's still here and we're new blood.
Yeah.
Just thinking of what
guys,
Diana does, because we both work with kids in similar settings.
Diana is coming up to the living room, so I think I'm going to go join her.
Okay.
I'm exhausted, but we need to start streaming again, or not again, but period, the art streams and stuff. Let me know when did you want to try that website sometime, Jace?
Yeah, I mean, we can try it, or if the Mac thing starts rolling along sooner than later, then
I think that we're simply waiting on Joe's check to clear. As soon as it does, I'm ordering it.
Which website are you talking about?
It was called Aggie.io.
Ah.
it seemed like a pretty rudimentary but easy to use shared canvas.
Okay.
And I pulled it up on my iPad browser, and it connected and worked, and I could draw decently with it.
Okay.
We were gonna try it for this week, but with me doing homework and needing to do these studies, I was like, I'd rather just do this in Procreate,
Yeah.
something familiar instead of a web browser thing.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I gave this guy huge lats. We'll just say that he's been working out.
All right, so I'm going to go join Diana and settle down and talk to you guys soon, hopefully.
All right,
All
sounds
right.
good.
Here I go.
Bye,
I
everyone.
gotta
Catch
shut
you
this
around.
thing.